So, for our final topic, for our final review, it's the Halo series on Paramount Plus. And let me get set up here. Let me get set up here. And I want to make sure I got some of these actors' names right or characters' names right. Um, but yeah, let's dive into this. Let's get to this. So for this episode is titled it's episode 6, and it's titled Solace. I don't Soul Ace. I don't know what that means. I really don't. If it means um this episode wasn't gonna have no action, that's exactly what that was. Like I don't even know really what to say about this episode. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say it was bad. It was good. I mean, you got Master Chief starting off the episode, literally locking Doctor Halsey up in her office and saying there's some type of, I don't know, like some type of system where it can fall apart and then radiation comes into the room and there's no fail safe for it to stop it, or whoever created it had a flaw in it, or whatever the case. But basically, he like, look, you don't tell me the truth and tell me what's going on, and why you took me from my parents when I was a kid and all this stuff, and turned me into the Spartan and Master Chief. You about to die. Master Chief, Master Chief is brutal. He's about to murk her with some radiation. But Cortana had to pop up. She pops up. Chief, don't do it, Chief. Why are you doing this, Chief? And Master Chief like, yeah, tell Cortana to stop me. You got her all in my head. Make her stop me. And guess what? Cortana couldn't. She couldn't. And at the final last second, Master Chief yanks Dr. Halsey off and throw her on the floor. He just tossed her like, bow, get on the floor. And then he told her, look, I only did it because I just wanted to make sure I wanted to see the limitations of Cortana, and now I know. And watch your back. Watch your back. Ain't nobody playing with you. And he just walks off. And for me with this episode, it's just a lot of talking. I mean, mind you, the last episode, episode 5, after Master Chief fights with the Covenant, and he lost the artifact because he tried to save one of the other Spartans. They shot down a little pod from the Covenant ship that had the human female that they captured as a kid, who they called their prophet or whatever the case. And she's basically trying to infiltrate I think that the NSC or any NSS. I don't know what Master Chief's um military base and team and them they're actually called. I think it's the USCN. If I'm wrong, correct me, leave it in the comments, and we'll get that right. Or it's the USCN. I don't know. But basically, she's being interrogated now by Master Chief. And the thing I was happy about is Master Chief got at her like, look, you think that I'm that damn stupid that you just came out of a ship from the Covenant, you've been raised up with them, and you want to come over and just all of a sudden help us? That don't even make sense. I don't trust you. But where I have an issue here, this woman has never met Master Chief. It's not like she ain't known about him. Everybody knows about Master Chief in this universe, a galaxy, or whatever's going on. They all know about him. And for some odd reason, they have this type of connection, like a psychic, spiritual connection. And she just kept saying it. We're the same. We're the same. We're the same, Master Chief. No, you're not. You a little short ass woman. And he's a big 6'8" tall ass dude. Ain't nothing the same about you too. There's nothing the same. He's a Spartan. He's out fighting the people you work for, and all you do is just talk and act like you some type of prophet for them. So But I didn't like that they seemed to have some weird connection. I didn't like that. I just thought that was a bit off. I get Master Chief having some connection to the artifact, but when did she have a connection to the artifact? Not saying that she can't, but they need to explain why these two are connected, how they're connected to this artifact. It just makes some sense of it. But like I said, I don't trust her. I mean, she was already trying to get Master Chief to take her to the artifact. Really? Why would he do that? Why would he take you to the artifact? What? Because we had a connection and we ended up in some little dream world together, and our heartbeat, and our vital signs were matching the same. Woohoo! Don't nobody care. You might be doing some magical stuff to play with Master Chief's head, and his head's already messed up right now. He got Katana in it. He's dealing with Dr. Halsey playing games with him because she just loves manipulating everybody, even her own daughter. Miranda, I think that's her name, and she's a scientist like her mom, but she don't want nothing to do with her. Like, she just disowns family. Dr. Halsey is cold hearted, cold blooded. She don't care. All she care about is making sure she got the Spartans doing doing what she want them to do. If the Spartans ain't doing what she want them to do, then she got to go in there and do some more work. That's all she care about. She care about the future, about advancing mankind, and making us into some, like, basically Superman. You know, so I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with that if you're doing it right. But you going out, you making clones, you're killing the clones. It's just, I don't know. She's just done a lot of dirty stuff. Okay, she snatched up uh Master Chief when he was a kid and a bunch of other kids, and then replaced them with clones of themselves. So the families thought that, oh, here's my son John, or here's, that's Master Chief's name, John, but it ain't really him. And then they ended up dying in like a few months after being there. So the family don't even know that, first of all, you had a clone son, and your real son is somewhere out there going to war, killing people. It's been turned into a war machine, basically. So that's what's happening with this episode. But I will say that the greatest thing about this episode, the best thing about this episode, is there was no Quan. Quan, you know what? Let me clear it up. There was a moment Master Chief was freaking out, and for some reason he had a vision of seeing Quan saying something. I don't understand that. You literally just saved Quan, and I'm pretty sure you saved a bunch of people. Why is she popping up in your mind like if she's that important? I don't know. But I'm just happy that they did not waste any precious footage on her. I am happy about that. Because they must have seen my last video. She needs to go. She needs to go. Okay? Period. So I was happy about that. But like I said, once again, give us more action. I don't know if the CGI, maybe it's too much money. I mean, it's Paramount. Y'all should be able to handle this. Y'all should be able to handle this. Halo is based off of combat and action and fighting. I get the story parts. Get it in there, but do a better job with it. Because all I felt with this episode was a bunch of talking and a bunch of people just walking around and doing more talking. Now, mind you, Dr. Halsey did lose her title, and she did get put like on house arrest. And her daughter ended up taking her position, and now she's running the Spartan program, but she's still playing her games and manipulating people so she could try to still stay in charge. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I just hope for episode 7, we get more action. I want to see Master Chief and the Spartans out there fighting the Covenant. Like, please, just do it. Like, to me, that's what's been the best part of this series, of this show, is the action. I mean, it's Halo, bro. It's based off of the video game. I mean, obviously they're going back before Master Chief and them. They're just now finding out about the Halo and all that. So I don't. They're not even caught up to where Halo One and the rest of the Halos go. I think, yeah, yeah. If I remember correctly, yeah. So just give me more action, no Quan, and I'm happy. I'm happy. So that's pretty much it right here for me. That's my review on this Halo episode. If there's anything that I missed or anything you guys want to bring up in the comments, please just leave it here on this episode, and I'll try to go over it in the next genocide show and talk about it. But I just want to thank you guys for watching. I just hope everybody out there have a blessed day and stay safe. And yeah, thank you. I'm your boy Genocide. This is the Genocide Show, and I'm out. Peace.